Hello and welcome to the Virtual Slate theme design video. In today's video, we will be going over the basics of the theme design and branding when using the Virtual Slate theme. We'll talk about the login page, the logos used across the site, including the cohort logos, the slider images, also including the cohort sliders, the custom elements section, the custom pop-ups, the email-related design, menu and cohort menus, social aspects, and color scheme. Let's get started. Let's begin by talking about the login page. The login page can be customized by navigating to the admin dashboard and selecting the login page option under the theme design section. You'll notice that the other theme design settings are also available as tab navigation. On this page, you can provide the background image to be used on the login page. Furthermore, you can provide the login box opacity. For a full opacity, you can provide the value of 1.0. For a half opacity, you can provide 0.5. You can also provide additional login form text that will be displayed at the bottom of the login form. Here's an example of a login page with the background image applied and additional login form text provided. We've set the login box opacity to 0.95. Now let's take a look at the logos used within the Virtual Slate theme. There are various logos that you can customize, such as the login page logo, the favicon, the site logo, and the footer image. By navigating to the Logos tab in the Theme Design section, we can change the logo that's associated in the top navigation bar. In addition, we can change the footer logo that's displayed in the top right corner of the footer. We can also change the login page logo that's displayed on the login page form. And finally, you can change the favicon image associated with your Virtual Slate site. If the Enable Cohort Logos option is checkmarked, you'll notice the addition of a new setting in the tab navigation called Cohort Logos. Clicking this option will allow you to upload an image for each corresponding cohort within your system. This means that users that belong to the cohort with the image uploaded will be displayed that image instead of the site image that was uploaded earlier. Here's an example of a user that doesn't belong to the cohort for which we uploaded an image to. They will be displayed the site logo. Now let's talk about slider images. Site administrators can set up slider images to be displayed on course pages and across the site for users and specific to cohort users. By navigating to the Slider tab and checkmarking the Enable Slider option, the administrator has now enabled the sliders. They can choose to display these sliders either on all pages or just specifically on the dashboard page. Furthermore, they can specify whether these slider images will be displayed within course pages. They can proceed by specifying the amount of slider images to be displayed. In this example, we'll choose 3. For each corresponding slide, go ahead and upload an image and an optional URL that, when clicked upon, will redirect the user. Be sure to save your changes when you're done. If the Enable Cohort Sliders option is checked, and you save the changes, you'll notice the addition of a new tab navigation setting called Cohort Sliders. Clicking this option will allow you to upload an image and a corresponding URL for each cohort. Users that belong to this cohort will be displayed the cohort sliders instead of the site sliders uploaded earlier. Now let's talk about custom elements. By navigating to the Custom Elements tab, you can specify the help URL and the terms and condition URL that will be displayed at the top of the footer. Furthermore, you can choose to specify whether you wish to display the standard Moodle footer or the Virtual Slate footer. You can choose to enable a browser check. If enabled, the user's browser will be checked upon visiting the site, and a notification will be displayed if their browser is not one of the listed supported browsers below. Furthermore, you can choose to ignore the browser check on mobile browsers if you prefer. In addition, there's also an Enable Scroll to Top setting which, if enabled, when the user scrolls down more than 20 pixels on the page, a Scroll to Top button will be displayed in the bottom right of the page. Furthermore, support tab scripts can also be provided that point to popular support portals such as Zendesk, Freshdesk, and Salesforce Chat. You can add the widget code here, and the chat and support icon will be displayed to your users. The footer text can also be customized here. Using the editor provided, you can provide custom HTML code. Here's an example of the color of the copyright being changed from white to green. To add on, you can also add custom CSS and custom JavaScript code here. Now let's go ahead and talk about the custom pop-ups that can be customized. By navigating to the Custom Pop-ups tab, you can customize the pop-up that can be displayed after login. Get creative and add images and customize typography, and display informative text to all users across your site. Something similar can also be done with the Need Help button. A customized pop-up can be displayed when the button is clicked on the login page. Now let's go ahead and talk about the email-related design. Administrators have the ability to update the email header text and footer text for all emails sent out by the Virtual Slate LMS. By navigating to the Email tab, you can update the email header text and email footer text accordingly. Now let's go ahead and talk about menu customization. By navigating to the Menu tab, administrators have the ability to define whether the nav drawer will be open by default when the page loads. If disabled, the nav drawer will be closed on page load. Administrators also have the ability on this page to define the default menu for all users. These menu items will be displayed to all users in the nav drawer when accessing the site. Please follow the menu format provided to add menu items to your default menu. Furthermore, down the page, the administrator also has the ability to add custom menus that are specific to users' cohorts. These menu items will only be displayed to users that belong to that specific cohort. These cohort menu items are displayed in addition to the default menu items defined above. If a user belongs to multiple cohorts, they will be displayed the cohort menu items for each respective cohort. Now let's go ahead and talk about the social design aspect of the Virtual Slate theme. By navigating to the Social tab, administrators have the ability to upload the URL and the associating icon for each social media platform provided. For example, if the administrator wished to upload a Facebook URL, the administrator can come to the Facebook section and provide the URL to their corresponding Facebook page. Optionally, they can also choose to provide an icon that matches the image dimensions provided below, of 16 by 16 pixels. This allows administrators to upload custom icons for their social media platforms. The uploaded icon and URL will be displayed in the footer section of your Virtual Slate LMS. If no URL is provided for a social media platform, it will be omitted from the Virtual Slate footer. Now let's finish our video discussion by talking about color scheme. By navigating to the Color Scheme tab, administrators can select the color scheme they wish to have associated with their site. We have some pre-configured color selections for you to select from. If none of these color selections match your organization's needs, you can provide us the associating colors for your branding, and our team can compose a preset file that can be uploaded to your Virtual Slate site. In addition, administrators also have the ability to select the brand colors that will be used for the charts and reporting across the site. Here's an example of a preset file that's been uploaded that displays the Virtual Slate theme with the default colors. Thank you for watching the Virtual Slate theme design overview video. We hope that you now have a better understanding of how branding and theme design works on your Virtual Slate LMS.